Hello, hello, and welcome back as I get ready to go into full diva mode, straddle the deck gun of a battleship, and turn back time in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. And to be specific here, I'm actually talking about the old Doom counter because, of course, we did kill a Codex last episode, and that's going to reduce the old Doom clock here, turning back time by a couple pips. Although, talk about diva and turning back time, and you know what I'm thinking? Internet, there's an idea for some Overwatch porn that you really should probably be capitalizing on. You could have Blizzard's diva in a rigger tape bikini and fishnet stockings strutting around the deck of the USS Missouri. Come on, it's internet gold, baby, internet gold. And an unending string of takedown requests from, you know, both Blizzard and Cher's production company, ISIS. They're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get hit with a lot of lawsuits in return for that gold, but some of you probably are like, Pete, you know the name of Cher's production company? That's a little weird. Maybe, but, you know, I think we all have to admit, whether you love Cher or you hate her, you got to give the woman a little credit. She's had a remarkable career. Singer, songwriter, television, movie star, singer again, movie star again, back to singer, director, and then, like any true superstar, quietly ending her career with a long run as a Las Vegas casino headliner. What? It really is perfect. I mean, she's basically the female Wayne Newton, except, you know, with better breasts. And it also gets a lot of bygones for me because during the entire run of that career, she's maintained a string of love affairs with a series of vastly younger men, which means that maybe, just maybe, old Perfidious Pete still got a shot. I don't know about you, but Perfidious Pete believes in life after love. Also, I'm thinking about investigating as scientists since we have averted the Doom clock and we could use them. But I do believe in life after love. Also believe, you know, I've probably done enough gushing about Cher. Although it's not the first gushing I've done over Cher. It's probably, a little weirdly, not the last gushing I'll do over Cher, even though she is pushing 70. Actually, she might be 70. And the implants and surgeries are starting to break down. She's beginning to look a little bit like an old abandoned building slowly crumbling into urban ruin on the outskirts of Detroit. But still, probably not the last time I'll gush over Cher. I'm not ashamed of it. She was just so good to Eric Stoltz in that movie. She won my heart. So good to him. Yeah, all right. So the resistance scanner is going to be done by 2 weeks. Probably that means our next mission is going to be a Haven assault then, which is fine. We've got some time. Let's see if we can finish up this distress beacon here. Distress beacon completed. We have picked up Dr. Ayokunle Farasani, which I demand you get a more pronounceable name, sir. That those combination of letters just don't go back together. Reduction in 14%. Okay, it's another decrease in research time. Our science game is going fairly strong so far. And let's go spend some time making contact then until... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Pete, you're an idiot. We don't have a proving ground project going, and skull mining is on the table. We're wasting time. We could be skull mining right now, Pete. We could be mining skulls the way you mine the internet for pictures of Cher, even though, you know, again, sort of the old broken building does apply. And just to prevent this from happening in the future, let's queue up an experimental ammo, an experimental grenade. And you know what? An experimental heavy weapon would not be a tragic atrocity. Yeah, you know what? Let's hold off on that. Let's just do an ammo and a grenade and see where that takes us. Let's see what that leaves us. Old Brendan Doyle down there doing some solid work in the proving ground department. We should be several days closer. At least 3 days closer, by the way, to skull mining, but I wasted time because I am stupid. There's no defense for it. Plated armor. Hell yeah. So we need to get some... we're just going to build this immediately. New research is available as Illyrium. We've got exosuits and spider suits. Honestly, exosuit, spider suit, probably not even going to build one. Reinforced frame. Additional reinforcements are weakness identified during XCOM field push. Ooh, okay. So better armor for our spark unit also comes out of this. There's a reason I'm not going to build any exosuits or spider suits. Spider suit, well, I don't have snipers, and thus those are going to be pretty much pointless. And as far as the exosuit goes, if I want a heavy weapon, which is really the only reason to equip the exosuit, I can just grab the spark. So maybe we should look into doing that heavy armor. I mean, we're going to spend what supplies and alloys we have on plated armor for the team, mostly because we really need an extra utility slot. That takes 40 Illyrium to research Illyrium? That kind of sucks. Psionics. Ultimately, we do have to research, but I'm not really in any rush to research psionics because we're not going to be using any psychically powerful troopers. You're saying, Pete, side troopers are real good, man. Why are you abandoning the side troopers? What's, you know, honestly, people say they're real good, but I really don't think there's a good case for them to be much better than a ranger or a grenadier. They really only have one signature ability, and that signature ability is dominate. And it's so far down in their tree, you get dominate so late, it almost seems like a negative investment. There's a huge investment cost in developing a side trooper. It takes a lot of time, bunch of money. They all really only get dominate. And the thing is, too, at the end of the day, dominate still is like, on the final mission, it has like a 30% chance of failure. 1 in 3 times, it's gonna be useless, and they're really a one-trick pony. Their other mind control abilities, which the mind control thing does really seem like pretty much all they bring to the table. And you're like, you know, they also have some guaranteed damage abilities, Pete. And that's true, they do have some guaranteed damage abilities, but so do Grenadiers. They have saturation fire, that's also a guaranteed damage ability, and it's a hell of a lot more damage over a hell of a lot bigger area. Grenades, also guaranteed damage. Where do the resistances spreading? Yeah, well, our resistance contacts have been pressed to the limit. We do have a facility. That's nice in India. Okay, Europe. We got Spy Ring. All intel rewards are increased by 25%. That's actually a pretty considerable continent bonus. It's not the greatest continent bonus of all time, but it's also by no means the worst. We do have a facility over here in China. But honestly, the fastest way for us to get to China would be to come back the other way. Rather than going through Asia, we could just springboard over here. Actually, do we not have a direct connection from this location? How does that work? Seems like we should have a little bounce over. Call me crazy. Shouldn't we have something? Well, we're going to make contact in Mexico at either rate. Try and keep things localized. Also, making contact in Mexico will give us the North American continent bonus. We can't do that yet, though, because we got to wait for our resistance comms to finish. So what are we going to do in the meantime? Is there like any events at all that we have? What is this? We could go to the black market, and I mean, I suppose we can. I don't really see any disadvantage to visiting the black market. Don't really need to build a relay tower or anything anywhere. We're sort of set. Oh, that's good. Let's sell some junk. Oh, we need to do... Okay, we actually do have a number of things we need to do. Can't sell Illyrium crystals. Never gonna sell a faceless corpse, ever. Advent Trooper corpses. We really went to town on the sales last time. The Juglit Clan fire sale has kind of put a pretty hefty dent in our stockpiles. Advanced expanded magazine, advanced hair trigger. We want to equip those. All right, so we're all out of luck. We're all out of... we're so lost without you. I don't know what to do. It just isn't right, living without you. Also, let's get down to the armory and do some weapon upgrades, soldier upgrades before I forget.
What can I do for
and by armory, I mean the armory, not engineering.
Some of the old data files Central has been
All right, Grandpa Festus, you got the fancy dancy mag cannon now. I think what we need to do with you is give you that advanced expanded magazine.
I should probably ask him about it.
Advanced expanded magazine, please. Just go to weapon upgrades. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got? You know, the advanced hair trigger would not be terrible either. We have regular scopes, which we could slap on pretty much anybody's weapon. Cannot equip upgrade. Why not? Excuse me? Oh, not in that slot, because we already have an expanded magazine. Wait, Grandpa Juglick, you're supposed to have a scope. Where's our scoped mag cannon? Why is Grandpa Juglick not using it? We have a mag cannon with a scope, I thought? Do we not? I could have sworn we had a mag cannon with a scope. That's just Juggler. All right, hold on a minute. We got a laser sight. Expanded magazine. Is nobody using it? Is that what it is? Wait a minute. All right, Juggalo. Hold off a second. We gotta check this out. Mag cannon. Oh, we do have a mag cannon with an advanced scope. Why are you not using it? Grandpa Juglick, what the hell's wrong with you, boy? Come on, you got more sense than that, Grandpa. You went on your last mission without your advanced scope. For shame, buddy, for shame. All right, so we're going to do advanced scope, advanced expanded magazine. That's sort of... Do we have 2 mag weapons now? Wait a minute, did I put the scope on the wrong gun? I put an expanded magazine on the wrong gun. That's okay. Ultimately, we're going to be picking up another Grenadier anyway. They can just use that mag cannon. But Grandpa Festus... Well, Pete, you know, I likes my guns. I'm not going to lie. I'm a poor and tried and true bred, dyed-in-the-wool Juglick. I likes my firearms, Pete, and you ain't going to shame me about trying to expand my arsenal as much as I can, Pete. You know what? I'm like you with your unabashed affinity for share. I just don't care. Say what you want, judge me all you want. Ain't gonna change my mind, not even to lick. So do we want to go for an advanced hair trigger? I mean, the 10% chance is bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad, but... Wait a minute, no. Stop upgrading people's weapons who don't make sense. Silas Juglick, I mean, you've got to keep the laser sight. We don't really need you to have a regular scope. That's not going to do us any good. The hair trigger we could also just sell for supplies, but it seems like we should use it for now. I guess, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Bit of a loss. Earl Juglick, Grady, what do you got? Judy, you have an expanded magazine. I'm not giving Judy Juglick a scope. It's not going to matter. Ma Juglick is already fully kitted out. We can't put weapon upgrades on the Spark unit, so I think we're good from a weapon upgrade standpoint. Let's get down to engineering, then have Lily build us some new fancy pants. Fandangled armor. We gonna go Predator armor, Pete? What's wrong? Juglick family bibbed overalls ain't good enough for you? Why can we not? 12 Advent Trooper corpses. 300 supplies and 60 alien alloys. We're actually short of 2 things. We need alloys, we need trooper corpses. Okay. Well, the trooper corpses we can't really do anything about. Reinforced frame. Man, that's a lot of supplies. It's also a lot of alloys and Illyrium crystals. It does give our Spark unit armor, which is... I mean, give them additional points of armor, which is really good, but... Predator armor is vastly more important. We can't do anything about the Predator with the trooper corpses, but those will come. We'll get Advent troopers. We're gonna get those corpses. That'll be fine. We can, however, go try and get some of the alloys and whatnot that we need. Let's see what's on sale at the black market here. Advanced expanded magazine. Advanced stock. That's real useful, but supplies? No. That's all that's for sale is just supplies? No Illyrium, no alloys? That's a little disappointing. We do have 170 intel, and we're going to be getting more intel every time we get intel. Agility is pointless. An engineer would not be terrible, but 110 intel is basically all of our intel. Do I really want to go for an advanced stock or an advanced laser sight? Yeah, I sort of do. They're both real good. 10% extra crit, Pete. 2 damage instead of 1. It's 60 intel. It's not an inconsiderable... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to spend the intel here for 2 reasons. One, we can't really do anything with it while we're at our contact capacity, and even once we get away from our contact capacity, we're still going to be able to make contact with Mexico for next to nothing, and we can springboard, just pay the enhanced cost. And we've got the spiring bonus now. We've got a whole crew of James Bond level troopers out there drinking martinis, wooing dames, shooting dudes in bathrooms. We'll be fine. Because, you know, that's what the James Bond series has taught me. That's how international intelligence against terrorists and other foreign powers and organizations is accumulated. You just send a man in a tuxedo to go play poker in a Monaco casino. And somehow, you know, terrorists is boarded. Doesn't have to make sense to be true. What was I going to do? I got distracted by my James Bond diatribe. Oh, we were going down. That's right. We were going to install those weapon upgrades.
Propaganda machine working overtime.
You know, you're always on about the Advent propaganda machine, Bradford. What's going on with you and the propaganda machine? Bradford's like, the propaganda machine, the propaganda... But, you know, okay, I know what it is. Bradford, big Bernie Sanders supporter, and he's really, really upset about the whole WikiLeaks thing, where they came out and definitively proved that the Democratic National Convention was conspiring against Bernie Sanders. Yep. That's just the bitterness of a broken-hearted Bernie fan, and I'm right there with you, Bradford. For once, I think I'm in agreement with you. So advanced stock, you have an advanced repeater? That's real good, Jolene Juggler. Advanced scope, or laser sight rather. So we got advanced hair trigger and a regular laser sight on Silas's gun. I think we should give the Tigress. She's got the expanded magazine, which is ultimately what I want. Let's give her an advanced laser sight as well. Got her sorted. Now we're just waiting for a mission. I mean, we have literally nothing to do here. We can't make contact. There are no worldwide events. This is one of the problems with the... I guess we'll just go to Resistance H2 and scan passively for intel. But this is also one of the disadvantages of getting the scanning time reduction bonus thing. Well, eventually you get it, and then you have everything picked up, and there's nothing for you to do with your time. New high-priority mission information? I'm guessing a Haven retaliation? No. Alright, Operation Warstrike. Rescue a Advent VIP. Dr. Ronan Hill, engineer, and 111 intel. Fantastic opportunity. 2 things we desperately needed. We could turn this into 2 engineers if we wanted to. We could take this 110 intel from the mission and turn it into another engineer back at the black market. We could be rolling deep with engineers like Adele. The Massey Ferguson is injured. Do we want to take it on the mission? How much health has it got? 8. That's respectable. 8 health is respectable. Also, Jules, I appreciate your gung-ho nature, but you're not going on this mission. I think it's time for Achy Breaky to get back in the mix here. Cyrus, Achy Breaky, Jug Lick. Also, do we want to... Let's get all of our items available here. Yes. Make weapons available. Yes. Make armor available. Yes. Okay, so there's nothing we can do to the Massey Ferguson Activa S. It's basically comes with the regular grain thresher bar, and we're going to use it to mow down wheat like we always do. There's nothing else to be done. Grandpa Juglick, let's get you your... Okay, you've got your magic gun, advanced scope, advanced expanded magazine, Kevlar armor, and grenades. Now, you know what? I'm giving you the frost bomb. You've got the extra grenade slot, so that's still 2 frags plus a frost bomb. That would have kept the Massey Ferguson out of danger last episode if we had gone with that same configuration, so I'm okay with it. I want to make sure, wait a minute, you do have, Grandpa, you do have heavy ordnance, right? Yes, okay, good. Grenade in your grenade only slot gains bonus use. All right, fantastic. Sorted. Now, Achy Breaky Jug Lick, let's get you geared up. His Achy Breaky heart is looking to Achy Break some aliens. He's going to borrow Ma Juglick's rifle. Or was Ma Juglick borrowing Cyrus's rifle? Because at this point, I kind of don't remember which way that went. One of them had a gun and the other one stole it, and now they're passing it back and forth like, well, that Raylene McElroy. Say what you want. She's devoted to her husband, but the girl does get around. She gets passed around Caldwell County like the town bicycle. Just everybody gets a ride. Anything else we want to give you? Yes, definitely. We're going to have to give you a Skulljack. Achy Breaky is then sorted. What else we got? Who else needs some tweaking? I mean, you're all hillbilly tweakers, so theoretically, I mean, all of you need a little tweaking, but how's your loadout looking, Wolfpack? Got your good gun, laser sight, advanced hair trigger. All right, Kevlar armor, arc blade, mimic beacon. Appears to be sorted. Let's take a look at your counterpart then, the fantastic Judy the Tigress Juglick, who also looks like she is fully pimped out. Flashbang, Hunter's Axe, Shred Gun, Cigarillo in her mouth. And remember, Judy Juglick does have salvo now, so she could actually throw that flashbang and then still go chop a sectoid into chunklets. Weird hidden ability, but I mean, a hidden ability is a hidden ability. I'm not going to naysay it. Let's do this mission. Let's go save a life, Juglicks. Yeah, well, Pete, you say save a life, but we just going to bring him back to the dungeon, maybe turn him over to old cousin Jedediah Juglick. He'll take him down to the kill dungeon, and once he gets him down there, Pete, well, I hate to say it, but they ain't going to have a good time with what he's going to do to him, because, boy, that Jedediah Juglick, powerful, twisted individual. You don't want to see him get loose of the chains and just turn him loose on somebody, boy. He, tear him up, Pete. Tear him up. It's really not good. Wears that weird welder's helmet all the time, even at night. And those things are powerful dark, Pete. How the hell does he see? That's what I want to know. The man's a mystery to me, and he lives in my own basement. How can he see through that welder's helmet in the dark of night? It just doesn't make any sense at all. That's fine. We'll go rescue a VIP. Honestly, I would prefer rescuing a VIP to kidnapping the VIP, because when you rescue him, you don't have to carry the son of a bitch. And we still get the intel and the engineer. He like willingly joins us. He's like, nah, you don't have to kidnap me. Not only will I give up the intel for bringing me back alive, but, you know, I'll also toil down in the slave mines with a shovel and a pickaxe clearing debris for the next 17 months. Because I know that's what I'm going to be doing, but it's better than what Advent's going to do to me. 17 months of back-breaking labor, that's a small price to pay for a lifetime of freedom and the opportunity to hang out with Silas the Wolfpack Juglick. That man knows how to party. Also, could you guys maybe, I don't know, we got a lot of shirtlessness going on here in the Juglick clan. I mean, in the summertime in Missouri, I know it does get powerfully uncomfortably hot. For instance, today, it's 101 degrees with a lovely 87% humidity. Your summertime weather forecast for Perfidious Pete. The forecast calls for unabating fucking misery. Don't go outside. That's what the forecast calls for. Still, though, the shirtlessness, I don't know if it's solely called for. Man, we have a stupefying distance to cover here. This is a long friggin' way to go. That's a lot of ground to cover. Man, that's basically 12 turns worth of movement right there. Look at this. That's just an eternity. On the plus side, there is a lot of high ground we can take advantage of, so it's not all drawbacks. Massey Ferguson Activa S. You can leap on top of buildings, and we are going to be interested in seizing the high ground here. That's a lot of bad guys. Okay, a lot of health on those guys too. Holy shit! What do we got? 2 sectoids with 10. There was a 13 health. Looks like maybe an Advent officer in there. You cannot get on top of the building, which is a drawback because you're one of the few units that has a chance of getting on top of that building without actually blowing their cover. So let's bring the Massey Ferguson over. This cover is ultimately going to be pointless. We will want to be set up to try and ambush these guys if they path this way, and we're sort of hoping that they do. Can we get to there without this? Like, we're not getting detected, are we? All right, Grandpa Festus, let's get you over there. I don't know why Grandpa Festus is leaping over the garbage can. He's got like a can-do oldster attitude. He'd be like, just because a man's old, Pete, don't mean he's useless. I may be pushing my years up there. I know Ma Juglick and I have been married for 65 years now, and I'm a 70-year-old man. He'd be like, yes, of course, we were married at 5 years old. It was kind of an arranged thing. You know how it goes down. We do things different out here to the country, Pete. And I know it might seem a little weird, but just because I'm 70 years old doesn't mean you got to count me out, Pete. I still got a few good years in me, Bo. So there goes one of our turns, and we have made effectively 0 progress. There is a Codex amongst that unit, and the Codex is actually the sort of perfect foe for us to take advantage of Judy Juglick's salvo ability. We're not going to be doing that right here, though. Okay, Wolfpack. You're really fast. You know, let's get the Harvester on the rooftop. He should be able to get up here with, like, no problems at all, because he does have the jump jets. But apparently, even with the jump jets, he's still going to climb the drain pipe. Still going to climb the drain pipe. It's all about safety, I guess, even for a Massey Ferguson Activa S brand family harvester. You still want to make sure that everything is on the up and up. Oh, no drain pipe needed here, huh? All right, fine. And there's another pod.
Hostile units on patrol.
We should not be spotted. I hope we are not spotted. If we're spotted, we're in deep shit. Oh, well, this is fantastic. So there's a turret over there as well. We didn't get spotted, though. That turret is in a real shitty spot. Man, okay, this mission setup is just straight up abominable garbage. We're sort of pancaked here in between a rock, a hard place, and the unfortunate grim realities of our own stupidity. We got to get as close as we... Why are we getting detected here? Not here, but here? What's the difference? We have to crash through a window to do that, but going to there does not cause us to crash through a window? Alright, well, I guess we'll go here.
Got it.
Yeah, see, Pete, my oldsterism here, I'm telling you, man, just because a man's old don't mean he ain't capable. I'll jump through a plate glass window, Pete, because, you know, stupid knows no age. You can do powerful, stupid things. It don't matter how many years of experience you got on you. You can still do some real stupid shit if you want to. Just because you're old don't necessarily mean you're wise. You can be old and as foolhardy as a young buck out there trying to get him his first piece of white-tailed deer. I don't know what that was, sort of a sex metaphor, but also maybe a hunting metaphor. I don't know. The senility's getting to me, Pete. Things are starting to get mixed up in the old upstairs. This is why at 70 years old I'm willing to leap through a plate glass window. I mean, Moth done hit me in the head with a cast iron skillet so many times at this point. I have trouble remembering things anyway. Please patrol away. Okay, they have done so, but not far enough away. Man, I got to admit, I'm at a bit of a loss for how to approach this one. We could have the Massey Ferguson go pop the entire squadron, but that seems like a terrifically horrible idea. We could also just have it shoot that turret and have a reasonable... I mean, he's going to shred its armor. He's got a reasonable chance of just wrecking it. We could also overdrive. What if we overdrive, drop a rocket on these guys, and then kill the turret? Do I hate this plan? First off, can we rocket all... No, don't be punching shit. I mean, ideally, yes, punch shit, but not right now. So we can hit all of these guys. I think we overdrive rocket shoot shoot. How are we going to follow that up? Do we have... I mean, let's... You know, yeah, I think we've got enough follow-up to make it work. So here it comes then. Here's the overdrive. While that other pod is over out of the way, too, if we're going to do this, now is definitely the time. Give me the rocket, then. Wait, the rocket doesn't end our turn, does it? Fire... No, it doesn't. Okay. Fire a rocket at a target area. Also, we're on overdrive, so it wouldn't matter. Even if it did end our turn, it wouldn't. Even if it did, it wouldn't. All right, Massey Ferguson, what do you got? Pretty solid start. Some decent aggregate damage. Most importantly, we have shredded that robot's armor. The spark unit's really alarmed that it got detected by hostiles. It's nothing to worry about, buddy. That guy set himself on fire, which is fantastic for us. Here comes our turret friend. Again, not that big of a deal. We got our spark unit. Spark unit has a can't miss shot at the turret that will shred most of its armor. Let's take it. 2 damage. And then we have another can't miss shot. A 96% that's very likely to take out the robot. 74, not great. 52 is just objectively bad. Do we want to risk that 96? Alternatively, what if we did this? What could we punch? We can only punch the turret. Alright, so the punch is probably not the way to go. Achy breaky, what are our hacking options here? Just flat out awful. Alright, we're going to need Grandpa Festus to come up here and give us a little something something. Grandpa Festus, can you get a location where you can see that guy? The answer is yes, but your cover solution is going to be very much not great. Wolfpack, you're still concealed. Judy Juglick, you are not concealed. So if we're going to have to forego anyone's magical abilities, I should vastly prefer you be that someone. Can we kill the entire map this turn? Can we sweep the board? This is the question. If we move Judy to here, we can have her throw an axe at that guy, which is almost certainly going to get enough work done for a hit. We could also then run and gun and shoot, say, this man in the back. Or alternatively, we could come here, throw the axe, get the flanker. Okay, we can make this work. Is the axe going to do 6 damage? Like, if we throw the axe, we could actually consider just throwing it from here with the height advantage. 96%, that's a kill. 76% there for a potential kill. She can't actually see the turret from here. We would still be using a run and gun. Do I care about using a run and gun? I kind of don't. Again, we've also got the Activa. You know, the Activa can just finish off the turret, or alternatively, likely finish the robot. 96. Let's see what the Massey Ferguson can do. I'm confident enough that the rest of the team is going to be able to mop this up that I'm going to take that chance. He gets the kill and the loot drop as well. That's beautiful. Wolfpack, we should prefer to keep you concealed if possible, but we also have you against the chance that things go catastrophically wrong, and we need the Mimic Beacon. That's our backup plan. We've got Mimic Beacon as a backup plan. I say we just go ahead and throw the axe and see if Judy Juggler can get this man finished off. Really, all we need is a hit here, because he is on fire. He's going to take some damage from that. She didn't win the axe competition, the axe throwing competition at the Caldwell County Fair 15 years in a row for nothing. You'd be like, Judy Juglick won it 15 years in a row? How is she even that old, Pete? Eh, you know, 1, she's a little older than she looks, and 2, she's been competing since she was 3. Judy Juglick first enrolled in the Caldwell County Fair's axe throwing competition at 3 years old. And won, by the way. She won. First time out. 3-year-old. Hurling a wood axe. She's like Chris Hemsworth in The Huntsman, except, you know, with less rugged good looks. Don't miss this shot, Judy. He says as she whiffs an 88% chance to hit. That's definitely not optimal.
Let's do this.
I'm not gonna lie, Judy. I'm very disappointed in you. Grandpa Juglick, you've got a chance to clean up the mess. 75%. We could also suppress that guy, which would make him almost enabled. He would be basically unable to hit anything. Achy breaky, you have no targets available? How does that even work? How can you... What? Okay, well, I mean, I'm more than a little confused. I guess we'll have Achy... You know what? Achy Breaky, you could serial and finish the board for us here. If only you could... I don't know why Achy Breaky can't see anything from here. I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of counting on serial. Son of a bitch. Alright, Achy Breaky, way to fucking shit the bed on that one. So, 100%... It's not a guarantee, but a good chance of killing the turret. Also, 55% at the advanced officer, which is objectively terrible. What can we hack? What's our hack target? Let's see what it is and what the percentages are. It's crap. It gives us squad sight. We don't give a shit about video feeds. Take the can't miss shot, then. You did not hit the turret, Achy Breaky.
Hit the armor.
I'm very disappointed in all of you. Like every last one, I'm angry at everyone. All of you are monumental failures. Please don't fuck this up. Grandpa Juglick and make me use my memory beacon. Yeah, well, Pete, it don't matter how many times old Ma done smacked me in the skull with a skillet. I ain't gonna drop the ball on that one, Pete. I'm not gonna do you dirty like that, bro. You know me. I'm Grandpa Juglick, man. I'm the guy who gets shit done. When the chips are down, things have fallen and everything's falling apart at the seams, Pete. You know, Grandpa Juglick is the one man you can depend on. Sure, we had to blow our concealment, and now we ain't got no scouting opportunities for the rest of the mission. But we only needed one damage. We had Silas Juglick come in, swing the old sword, get the job done. Also, I totally did not mean to do that, but I don't hate that we did. It did, if nothing else, save us an opportunity to have to reload. Alright, well, that codex is a problem. Alright, Wolfpack. C2. Tigers can see them all. 62, 56, 21, which is not good. I'm thinking we maybe just move the Tigris. We gotta be concerned about spawning additional pods. Also, how did that get set on fire? We gotta get the VIP out of there before it explodes. Because it's on fire, it's gonna explode. How did that get set on fire? Did the rocket do that? It should not have hit that thing. These tiles are all on. Ugh, this is awful. Okay, well, this is very much not good. So, punches to a sectoid do how much damage? Does straight up 10 damage. And it can't miss. I don't know why we keep looking at that. We can punch this sectoid from basically any square. 91% chance to kill it. 91% chance to kill that sectoid from also pretty much any square. See, if we go this way and try to go for the rescue, though, we're just going to wind up spawning another pod. Which we sort of cannot afford to do. That truck is going to explode, though. We can't be next to it when it explodes. All of these things are problems. What if we shoot? We're actually vastly worse and do less damage. So the striking is definitely the way to go. Got it. Okay, Achy Breaky, can you see anyone? Yes. You can see one man. It's that sector. Well, you're going to be on the move then, I think. If we move you here, what are you going to be able to see? Both of the sectoids, but probably with a less effective overall shot. Grandpa, you're not going to be able to give us much at all, are you? Nope. Wolfpack? Huh? We already burned our running gun. Judy Juglick, can you swing at the codex? Can you get there with a... Can't even get there with a melee swing. Man, that thing is... Okay, the codex is really far away. Maybe we play a little conservative and set up for the flashbang on our next turn. The VIP is a problem. This burning vehicle, I don't know how we're going to be able to save it. Oh boy, 2 more fucking hair... Could we find more hair triggers, XCOM?
Got the goods.
I know what you're trying to say about the Juglick and be like, oh, those Juglicks are a powerful, unstable group of individuals. Yeah, they're blah, 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 unstable, blah, blah, blah. Cut us some slack, man. So I think we should move to here where we can see... We'll be able to see 2 people, but it's 2 people who are hopefully already going to be dead by next turn. Grandpa Juglick. What can you do vis-a-vis cover? Not much. Honestly, you'd be better off to... we should really give this spot to Grandpa Juglick. He's not going to be able to get close, and Grandpa Juglick from up here is going to be basically can't miss at anything he can see. 95%, 97%. If we're going to punch one with the Massey Ferguson, which one would we rather punch? That's the question. Who wants a fist in the mouth? This guy wants a fist in the mouth because I think we'll be in a better position defensively. Let's just go ahead and deliver the fist to the mouth then. We punch you from that square. Why do you keep doing that? What? The director really wants me to look over there. He's like, no, it's vastly important, Pete, that you look over here at this pillar because the Massey Ferguson has like a 6% chance of hacking that. That Combine Harvester is equipped with an onboard computer system that has a non-zero but theoretical possibility of actually hacking that device. Also, Massey Ferguson has punched himself a sectoid into a pile of goopy paste. So really here it's a matter of trying to manage our Overwatch. If possible, we would like Grandpa Festus to be our man on Overwatch because he's got the best chance of hitting that guy. Wolfpack. Okay, so Tigress, what's your hit percentage like? 79%. If you can hit this, you might be able to generate a kill. Like a 33% chance here that that man dies. But also, if we send you in with the axe, it's almost a guaranteed kill. We could do it from a tile that would still get us cover. Hey, what is... This is another reason I don't... Why do you... Stop it, XCOM. Stop it. Another reason I don't like melee is it's very difficult to sometimes make the camera behave. Judy Juglick can't miss. Let's just send her in. There's the kill. Max damage the Judy Juglick way. Why is Judy Juglick displayed as flanked? Why did it say you were flanked, Judy? Why does it say Judy Juglick is flanked? What is flanking Judy Juglick? She's in cover. She's got cover from this guy. Half cover, but it is still cover. You're making me salty, XCOM. You're making me salty. So can you see him from this tile? Yes. Okay. So we got to get the Wolfpack up here. And you're saying, Pete, you could throw the Mimic Beacon. That's true, but I'm planning on trying to rescue that civilian next turn. And I think if we're going to do that, it's likely going to pop a pod. We may need the Mimic Beacon for that. Grandpa Juglick, we're going to drop you into Overwatch. Achy Breaky, we're going to bring you down here. Absolutely. Fantastic use of that serial ability, by the way, buddy. We're really getting a lot of mileage out of that. Don't tell my chest, my achy breaky chest, cut 2 ribbons from the window. 'Cause I crashed right through a plate glass window without even so much as a t-shirt. Oh yes, teleport. That's the thing. Well, we're not going to get any Overwatch. I always forget those guys can teleport. Gonna empty our weapons? Fine, I don't care. We have no... I have no objections to that having happened at all. Now those units are going to be forced to move. Oh darn. So, we could run up on top of this building and shoot that girl in the spine. Alternatively, well, we can't open the door to the burning vehicle. That's bad. Judy Juglick. As far as bullets to the spine go, you are not going to contribute much in that area, are you? But what you could contribute is a fantastic 6 to 8 damage by slashing this woman in the spine. Although, when she clones, she's still going to be alive. So here's what we do. You know what? We've got the flashbang. Let's make this thing not be able to clone anymore. Whip a flashbang up here. Whip a flashbang up here. I'm not sure if I like the tile snapping mod or not. This says it's... There was a tile somewhere where we had it hitting the codex. The more I use this thing... Okay, here for whatever reason. It says it catches the codex, nothing else. I have no idea where that grenade is actually going to land. Are you disoriented or not? Not at all. That did nothing. Well, on the plus side, it didn't cost us anything either. Okay, so, I mean, that's... Well, that's the thing that happened. Alright, well, okay.
Here I come.
Still getting used to the no grenade snapping mod. I guess it will just let you throw them at walls and floors. Not exactly how I'd expected it to work, but that's fine. What about this? Where the hell is this actually going to land? Like it says, it's landing on the floor. Could it not land on the floor? Is it's... So where is that landing? Is that going to hit? Is that like a friendly fire instance? I can't tell. Well, I guess it'll... Okay, so yes, it's definitely going to hit Judy Juglick then. What about over here? Friendly fire. Ah. Okay. That mod is troubling me. It really is. Excuse me? Why can Judy Juglick? She cannot now slash. Salvo still takes an action, Pete. That's why. So we could move the Massey Ferguson up here, but once he's up there, he can't do anything. So that's less than ideal. Achy Breaky's got to move. Grandpa Juglick can't do anything because Judy is in the road. Wolfpack is the one man who could save us, and in order to do that, he's probably going to have to forego an opportunity to save our engineer from a burning truck. Although I don't think that truck is going to explode because the fire near the engine compartment has gone out. The only thing that could happen is I suppose the fire could spread to the engineer himself, and then he takes burning damage and dies. I don't really relish that thought, but there's not really much I can do about it either. So let's get... Okay, we got to get Judy Juglick out of the road. The flashbang plan did not pay dividends. I'm a little salty about that, I'm not going to lie. We need... Okay, Massey Ferguson, let's get the Activa S to safety. We can't just leave him out in the field to rust. We got to get him out of there. It's an expensive piece of equipment. We can't afford to just... I mean, the bank would never forgive us if we defaulted on our loan. Yeah, you know, Pete, we already got enough trouble with the banks and the revenuers. I don't think we need to push our luck any in that department. Are we still in the thing here or not? I can't tell. I don't think so. I wish there was a more clear indicator. Will we be able to see the codex from what tile? You know what? It's not going to matter because we're not going to be able to shoot at it anyway.
Sure thing.
So let's just get out of here. Hop around the corner. Potentially reload. Judy, you gotta get out of the road. You gotta get out of the way. Where do we want to take you out of the way to? I think we'll just bring you around to this full cover. This is where Judy spawns a pod, by the way. Who didn't see that coming? Which means we're not going to be able to kill the Codex because we're going to have to deploy a Mimic Beacon. This mission's going swimmingly. It's also getting really long. We may have to wrap this one up. See how the old Juglick clan's going to get out of this one? I'm not sure. Wolfpack, he's got a bunch of targets, but one of them is an injured Codex. Man, we're in a bit of a sticky situation. You know what? All right, let's finish this turn, and then I think maybe we'll just wrap it up. This is looking ugly for Clan Check. You've got to be shitting me with this grenade mod. I'm beginning to think maybe turning off tile snapping was a decided mistake because now you can't actually arc grenades around objects or whatever. They appear to just fire straight line into shit, which I am not a fan of. Like, I can't fire one through a window now. It just hits the window instead. We are going to get a drop that through the ground. It's going to do some additional damage with the fall. We destroyed most of the cover. Now it's going to clone into 2 Codexes, which theoretically should not have been possible because it did get hit with the flashbang, which should have disabled all of its abilities. But, you know, fuck me, I guess. Achy Breaky, what can you do? Well, you could give Judy Juglick some extra cover, I suppose. Not necessarily the worst idea of all time. Where are those guys? In really troublesome spots for us is the answer to that question. Also, we have no choice. We have to throw a Mimic Beacon here. So we're not going to be able to kill that. Achy Breaky can't do anything. This is awful. Not sure how Clan Juglick gets out of this one. This is going to be a bit of a nail biter. So we definitely need to throw the Mimic Beacon. So let's go to here.
I'm on the move.
We're gonna... Great work, Pete. You just moved yourself into a blind corner where you can't see anything with the Mimic Beacon because what you thought was a window is definitely not a fucking window. This just keeps getting better and better, folks. Just keeps getting better and better. And if we throw it here, none of those guys are going to be able to see the Mimic Beacon and thus won't ever have to fucking shoot at it. Well, this is a goddamn garbage fire suddenly. This has gone tragically awful. This is like the best this is the best we can do. Yeah, this grenade snapping mod, gotta say, I'm beginning to be not that much of a fan of it. Achy Breaky's just gonna reload because it's all he can do. So we have like 5 troopers just standing out in the open waiting to die while 1 million people wait to shoot at him. There goes the gun emptying thing. You're gonna teleport. Okay, well, you're gonna shoot at the Mimic Beacon, fortunately. The shield bearer will shield, so we've got one thing going for us. 5 damage. Alright, can the mimic beacon survive like... Well... Alright. He's gonna shoot it to mimic beacon. Probably won't survive this shot. Mutons are pretty high damage. Oh, no, it's still on its feet! Look at the little beacon! Hanging on tough! He's like a New Kids on the Block song. He's hanging tough. Oh. You did not shield, but shot. Well, now that is straight up bullshit. Which means the wolf pack's gonna get shot in the back by a codex, almost certainly. Somebody else is probably getting flank shot by our Advent Trooper friend. Really? You went for Billy Ray? Alright, I mean, Achy Breaky could... Well, Achy Breaky's probably gonna get killed here. Grandpa Juglick is just standing out in the open. And he's critical. Fantastic. Well, this is a real dilly of a pickle. Also, did he just die? The guy didn't just die, did he? The VIP? Ugh, this is a train wreck. Well, the wheels have come completely off of this one, but I guess we'll have to find out whether or not we can keep this on target and make it to Albuquerque, or whether we're going to be just derailed somewhere in the middle of eastern New Mexico and lost with all hands on board. 76 commuters were killed today in the worst XCOM train wreck of all time. I'm bitter. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see how the hell I managed to get myself out of this one, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, I'm going to go see if I can't throw the brake lever and slow this runaway train down a little bit before it careens off the tracks at the steep bend, unstoppable style. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.